I made a video a couple days ago about my time at the cattle decapitation concert that I went to, which was absolutely incredible. But what I didn't tell you guys about what happened after the concert was that I damaged my car taking my friend home. And what I did was essentially, I don't know if you guys have heard about it wherever you live, but I live in Washington, and right now it's been on the news a little bit, but there's been a lot of flooding going on in Washington state. Lots of areas that have flooded around the entire state, and a few people have actually died, and there's been a lot of damage with it. So it's been raining like crazy lately. And what had happened was I was bringing my friend home, and we have to go over these train tracks to get him back to his place. Long story short, the part I went over was actual train tracks, not a safe part for your car to go over. And I literally went over it, and my car went over it, completely jolted, and it locked to the seatbelts. And there was a giant loud like crack or like smack under the bottom of my car. I have a Honda Civic, so you guys know. It's 2008 Honda Civic, so it's pretty low profile, low to the ground. And I went over the train tracks and absolutely damaged the heck out of it. And I was so mad. And what had happened after that essentially was I checked under the car to make sure there was like no leaking or like whatever. There was a weird smell that came out, but I was freaking out because I had just an amazing time at the concert. And then I'm like, no, did I really just ruin my entire car? That was so not worth it. I shouldn't have gone. So my friend's looking under the car and whatnot, and we're all looking at it and we're like, I think it's good, but not sure. The seatbelts ended up locking. Both of my passenger and driver seatbelts locked, and they're stuck. And then there was like the driver, one of the lights came on the dashboard, and I had checked in my car manual that it was the light for the safety system, which hence is why my seatbelts were locked. And it had said in the manual that I would have to go to Honda to get it reset and to see if there was any damage to the safety system. So long story short, this is essentially 3 or 4 days ago. Now we're here to today. I had scheduled a couple days ago an appointment with Les Schwab to check out my car. And I was scared, guys. I was so scared. I just did not want to have to spend a lot of money on fixing my car. And I was like, I was praying that I was going to come out of Les Schwab under $500. Because you know those places, they can gouge you for so many things. Oh my God, all these car places. If you have anything wrong, they're going to tell you, and then they're going to tell you have a little bit more wrong so they can fix your stuff. And it's really frustrating, and it's a little bit stressful going into those places because you're anxious, wondering, what are they going to tell you is wrong with your car? What are they going to break? I don't know what they do. You know, you're on edge going to one of those places. So I go into Les Schwab. They do just a full inspection of my car. And I'm there for 5 minutes, and the guy comes out, I swear to God, and he says, no, your car's fine, you're good. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, there's a little bit of like aesthetic damage on the bottom, but it's nothing minimal. You have no leaking, like there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, well, what about the seatbelts that are stuck? And he's like, yeah, we can't do anything about that, but you can take that into Honda to see if they can fix that. And, yeah, you can see if they can fix it. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, so we're not charging you today. And I'm like, I just came out of Les Schwab paying $0. That's like never going to happen again in my life. Like, what the frick? Holy cow. So then I immediately schedule. Well, first, before I say that, I was like in so much relief knowing that there's nothing wrong with my car. That's super serious. Now I just need to get my seatbelts fixed. This was earlier this morning. So I'm now calling up Honda. Well, I didn't call them. I went on their website and scheduled a service appointment. And I went there a couple hours ago. And not knowing, they had a bunch of open appointments, so keep that in mind. I was going in thinking they weren't busy. It was a Saturday. I was like thinking initially they were going to be very busy, but when I went on the website, they had a bunch of openings for appointments. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just do it now. Get it out of the way. Get the appointment done. I go over there, and then I talked to the guy. I said, yeah, this is what happened. I just need to check my seatbelts because, again, it's a dealership. I know they're going to try to gouge me for as much as that's wrong with my car as possible. So I just told him, I just need to get the seatbelts fixed. The safety system just needs to be like, what's the word he used? Restarted or whatever. It just needed to be reset, essentially. And he's like, yeah, well, we'll take a look at it. But in most cases, when that happens, usually there's a couple of safety parts that have broken inside that we'll probably have to fix. And I'm like, of course, right? So whatever. He says, yeah, we can take your car, but it's going to be about 6 hours. And I'm like, well, okay, never mind. I did not realize it was going to be 6 hours. You guys had a bunch of open appointments. So essentially I got my appointment that was today moved to next Saturday so I can actually plan accordingly and actually do something in that 5-6 hour window that while they're fixing my car or turning off resetting the safety system. So they need to check next Saturday, essentially, see if it just needs to be reset, if it's good, or if they're going to need to have additional parts in it. And I was wondering how much that was going to cost, and that's coming out just for the inspection on that. And if they end up resetting it and it's just that, it's going to be like $160, which is really not that bad. I was thinking, this could be $400 or $500, but if there's additional parts involved, that's probably where it would creep up to $400 to $500. But I wanted to get on here and tell you guys because I am like so relieved there's nothing like crazily wrong with my car. Do you know how much, I've had a lot of anxiety kind of going around driving my car the last couple days. And it's so nice to realize that there's nothing wrong with my car. Hondas are absolute beasts. I love my car. I did not want anything bad to happen to it. I was so sad after it happened on that night of the concert. And I'm like, no. I had driven home that night and the car had been fine. And I'm like, okay, let's hope. But I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys how relieved I am that there's nothing wrong with my car. And I'm just so happy. It's so great. Let's just hope that this Honda appointment doesn't cost me too much money next weekend. But as a side note, I also wanted to add on another update. I know I had mentioned about a week ago in a video that I was like taking a break from YouTube Shorts, like I was going to be quitting those and then like only watching YouTube long form content, regular YouTube videos. And I want to give you guys an update on that. So kind of where I've been at is actually it's been going really well. I've ended up watching a couple of YouTube short videos. And what I've noticed is when I click on them, I realize that I'm in it and then I get out of it. So I don't think I've ever watched more than one YouTube short video at once. I've probably watched 3 in the last week, which is good, and some of them have been informative too, but I've actually even decreased my amount of just YouTube watching overall, which has been great. I'm only watching it when I go to the gym, which is nice. Just as something to have as entertainment while I'm like running or I'm doing cardio. So, that's so nice. It's been great. I've been subtracting out the time on YouTube. I've been adding time onto Reddit almost as a switcheroo. So I've been spending more time on Reddit, but not nearly as much time on Reddit as I was spending on YouTube. So I'm also just netting out some extra time. So that's great. But, yeah. Just wanted to give you guys those couple updates. Everything's going good. My car's safe, and the YouTube Shorts I have not been watching them really. So, hope everyone's weekend's great. Enjoy your guys' Saturday. I will be uploading some more videos soon. I know I didn't upload yesterday. I ended up getting busy, but I had to take my roommate to the airport, and then her flight got delayed by 2 hours, so that was nice, and that took time. But thank you guys so much for the support and watching the video. I really appreciate it, as always, as you guys know, and enjoy your day. Peace.